Hello and welcome once again everyone. Today's replay highlight features the incredibly powerful Tier 7 Russian battleship Sinop. And I'd like to give a special shout out to my clanmate Maestrod for sharing this great game. If you wish to see my review and captain skills guide for this ship, just click the link in the top right corner, or simply check out my Russian battleship playlist at the end of the video. This map is called Neighbours, and our captain has spawned centrally on the southern side and is pushing up with the bulk of his fleet to support at both B, C capture points. The Jervis has used his hydroacoustic search and is spotting the torpedoes, but due to his smoke screen he's blocked vision for the moment. Just waiting for that first target. Our captain is detected. Enemy Leander is spotted. Opening salvo on the Leander. The Leander has reacted well, turned inwards, and fortunately for him all those shells land on both sides of his ship. Leander gets undetected. Enemy Aoba spotted. Especially early game like this, you always want to be looking for those cruisers who might be caught in vulnerable positions. Aoba is sailing broadside through that inlet. Sure enough, there he is. Shots away on the Aoba. And the first citadel of the game. 16,000 plus damage. And he gets taken out by a torpedo from the Jervis. Enemy Leander is taking the exact same approach as the recently departed Aoba, oblivious to the sinking wreck in front of him, as if to say, who needs that overpowered smokescreen consumable anyway? Dunkirk is approaching from behind, and he rams our captain just as he's taking aim at the Leander. Sometimes you would have to wonder what people are actually looking at in this game. It's like the fog of war descends and has fully misted up his glasses. Well, our captain manages to disentangle himself from the Dunkirk, who's also shooting HE at a broadside cruiser, by the way. Leander pops out and gets deleted by our captain and gets his second citadel and first kill of the game. That Dunkirk in the meantime has proceeded to shoot and ram the island beside him. Our captain's team has managed to take the sea point, and there would be 3 enemy battleships, the Piotr Veliki, the Nagato and the Iron Duke, and they all would seem to be circling around the capture point. 3 bounces on the Piotr Veliki. He was fully angled, very difficult to do damage to a Russian battleship at that angle. And our captain would seem to be taking a very aggressive line here. With the enemy battleships circling around the island on the far side of the capture point, there may be an opportunity to get some angles here. Iron Duke would seem to be turning in. Just not quite enough angle. Shots away, and that's quite unfortunate. The enemy mass gets detected just after our captain has fired his guns. Those of you who have played the Russian battleships will know they have notoriously slow reloading guns. Enemy Minakaze spotted at close range. Now that's a real threat. Our captain is pushing into 2 destroyers here. Quite dangerous. Has changed to high explosive. Shots out on the Minakaze. Nice 5,000 salvo. And he's just going to use this island to kill his speed, hold his position. And he managed to get a nice 5k salvo on that destroyer. Enemy battleships now are just about to round that island. Our captain has switched again to armor piercing. Hopefully the presence of that Mayhan will force the destroyers back. Enemy mass is spotted once again. Shots out on the enemy Nagato. A nice 15,000 damage salvo on the Japanese battleship. Our captain is deciding to push forward once again. He does have an angle on the enemy battleships now, and he's pushing left to maintain that angle. Enemy Nagato is shooting at us now, but showing quite a lot of broadside. Shots away on the enemy Nagato. Again, another very nice salvo, 14,000. But it's a very dangerous line. There are two destroyers in close proximity, and maneuvering around these islands is high risk. The Mass takes out the Dunkirk, who had been ramming the island earlier. Incoming torps from the Minakaze. Gets set on fire by the Iron Duke. Enemy Nagato now is at close range. It's unfortunate that rear shells hit the island. Get a nice 23,000 salvo on the Nagato. Our captain pushes forward his advantage. Pushing into multiple battleships here. He is on fire from the Iron Duke, who's about to go behind the island. Enemy Nagato is angling inwards. More torpedoes from the Minakaze. Another set of torpedoes from the Minakaze. Enemy mass in front. He's got now destroyers in front and behind. Focus on taking out this enemy Nagato, and he gets torpedoed by the Jaguar. Our captain focuses his secondaries on the mass, switches his main guns to the Piotr Veliki, and a double citadel devastating strike while dodging the torpedoes from the mass at the same time. Turns to angle in to the Iron Duke, who's at extremely close range. More torpedoes incoming. Shots out on the enemy mass. Those torpedoes from the Minakaze just ran out. Mass gets taken out by the Jaguar. And things got very heated very quickly at this gap. More torps incoming from the Minakaze. Iron Duke has angled away, showing his stern. He's still shooting HE. Secondary hits begin to tally up. Our captain is turning away now because he does have a Minakaze on his port side. Iron Duke is being pummeled, and the Iron Duke gets taken out by the Congo. Enemy Minakaze is spotted. Our captain begins to angle away. make himself as small as possible as target for the torps that are inevitably on the way. Our captain in the meantime has racked up a high caliber Confederate, 1 devastating strike, 2 kills and over 150,000 damage. It got quite intense at this capture point for a couple of minutes. Widespread destruction. More torpedoes incoming. The Minikaze has left his smokescreen and is detecting our captain. The match would seem comfortable now. It's a 5-on-3 situation. But the drama in this match is a long way from over. That's a full health Ashitaka in the distance. Enemy team still does have 2 destroyers. Captain is detected again. Minikaze is spotted. He's more than likely attacking the King George. He gets undetected. Sure enough, torpedoes inbound on the King George.
Our victory is in sight.
The Ashitaka is still full health. Our captain had high explosive loaded for the destroyer, and Ashitaka eats a load of torpedoes there from the Jaguar. Congo gets taken out. Shots away on the Ashitaka. Big hit on the Ashitaka for 15,000. But our Jaguar goes down as well, and suddenly now it's a 3-on-3 situation. Incoming shells from the smokescreen, which would be the French destroyer Aigle. And the Ashitaka is managing to capture the B point. Minikaze is spotted again. King George is set on fire. The King George is making a big mistake here. He should be simply waiting for the more healthy Sinop to catch up and lead the charge. Incoming torps from the Aigle. The Aigle is spotted. Shots away. He does get chunked. The King George, another very nice hit. Almost 4,000 damage. But the King George is going to sail around this corner. Virtually full broadside to the Ashitaka, who was briefly spotted there and has only 350 HP. Such a needless death. Suddenly it's a 3-on-2 situation. A game that was looking secure and in the bag moments ago. To make things even worse, the Ashitaka takes out the Graps Bay, and now suddenly it's a 3-on-1 situation. Whereas moments ago it was a 5-on-3. The second enemy destroyer, the Minikaze, is in the capture point and has smoked up the enemy battleship. The Ashitaka has managed to get one of his repair parties off and has suddenly back at 10k health. The Minakaze inexplicably stays in the smoke, and the Ashitaka, instead of sailing away, is reversing full broadside in front of the Captain Sinop. And he is literally a sitting duck. Our captain is waiting for his reload. He's fully angled. He does take quite a big hit, but he takes out the enemy Ashitaka. So the odds have been firmly turned. From a 3-on-1, it's now a 1-on-1. Enemy Aigle, French destroyer, has a big advantage here. He's got the maneuverability. He's got the range. He is sailing full broadside. Captain does hit him for 1000 damage. But he is being whittled down. Which way is it gonna go? Our captain instantly repairs the fire. Down to 100 HP and takes out the enemy Aigle for the Kraken and the win in a game that was truly down to the wire. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.